Welcome back to Ben's Garage. It's that time of month again, people. Solar stats for June. June. How many days in May? 31.
31 in May.
So we've got one day less in June. June was a little bit wetter and cloudier than May, so it was sort of, as the month was going through, it was getting neck and neck. Obviously May, if you remember, it was 333.4 kilowatt hours we generated on the solar. In June, we generated 300.1 kilowatt hours, and we used, as power we generated and used, stored and used, that kind of thing. Now, because we had a bit more rain and a bit more overcast cloud, we did have to actually import some from EDF for charging the batteries up mainly. And I know a lot of people have said, well, why do you charge the batteries up? Why don't you let them just sit idle until your solar's back up and running? Well, the best thing for these lithium batteries is to do a daily cycle. Charge them up, drain them down, charge them up, drain them down. I don't like the idea of having them sat drained waiting for the sun to come out. So rather than having them sitting down at sort of 20% or lower, I mean, it is, we got them set for 20%, then it switches to grid to charge them up. It just keeps a bit of condition in the battery. So for the month of June, we imported 29 kilowatt hours from EDF, which comes to a grand total of €5. The actual bill from, the facture from EDF for the month of June is €22. €17 of that is the abonnement. Standing order, standing charge, whatever you want to call it. €17 a month just for having the privilege of electricity running into your house. I know it's all their costs and fees and this, that and the other, but I just think they're robbing bastards. So yeah, it wasn't quite as good a month as May, but we still averaged 10 kilowatt hours a day. So we'll just have a quick look at the apps. This is the GrowWatt app. This is just showing you what we've brought in last month and then the month before. And then we'll flip over to the EDF website. This is obviously what we've imported from the grid for the month of June. So it's €22, 29 kilowatt hours. And then on this section you can see, starting from January this year, how much less our bills are for every month so far this year compared to this time last year. Now, we're about 70% less. 70, 72, 75, 78 last month reduction in our bills. So it is going in the right direction. It's a 2 thumbs up from me. Obviously, different days we use more power. Some days we don't use a lot. The batteries get charged up. We heat the water tank. So if we do the water tank every day, that takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. If we unplug it because we've got rain, cloud, whatever, and we've left it for 2 to 3 days, when we plug it back in to heat up, it takes about 4 hours to heat the water back up, and then it switches itself off. When we hear it go click, we unplug it again. And a lot of people probably say that's a bit of a rigmarole, that, but it's what you have to do when you're on solar, isn't it? And you want to keep your costs down. So that's pretty much it for this video. It's going to be a quite short one this month because I'm not going to go over the system or anything like that anymore. That's it. So regular broadcasting will be back with you very shortly. Yeah, so we'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.